Do you know how glass is cut? There are a few different ways to cut glass, but one of the most popular ways is to cut it with fire. That's right, we actually use fire to cut glass and take glass off a project. This technique is called flame cutting, and it's the first thing I teach when students come into the shop. Watch this video to see exactly how it's done. I include a bonus technique as well, so stay tuned for that. My name is Sim, and welcome to the Fusing Shop Lampworking channel. The first thing to take notice of is that my metal tweezers are not in the fire. You can see I'm keeping them very close to the flame, but not in the fire. You want to have your tweezers at the ready because we're working with borosilicate glass, and this has a very short working time out of the flame. Right now I'm going to just grab that glass that I heated up and gently pull. You see the glass starts to pull out and taper. Now the glass will not cut if you continue to stretch it, so you need to dip it back into the flame and let the flame separate those two pieces of glass. So you just popped right there, and then you throw one piece in your water bucket and you're good to go. We're going to go ahead and do another flame cut so you can see how it's done again. Grab that little blob of molten glass, stretch it out a little bit, and dip it right back into the flame, and it should cut easy peasy. Cold glass will never be able to cut. You need to make sure you get your glass molten. A lot of beginners do not put enough heat into the glass and have a very hard time doing flame cuts. So make sure you get that glass nice and molten and glowing orange. Right now I'm heating up the glass so I could show you exactly what color to look for. Boom, you want it glowing that kind of orange before you go ahead and try to pull off any glass. Make sure you have enough heat in there, or like I said before, your glass will not move. Right now I'm heating up the glass to show you how not to flame cut. So remember, this is what you do not want to do. When that glass is molten, do not wrench it and pull it out like that. You pull a super thin stringer, and those are very dangerous to have around. They snap easily. You can see that the glass is very bendy, so that breaks and splinters very easily, and it can also give you a splinter. And glass splinters are probably like one of the most painful types of splinters I've ever felt. So you definitely don't want to get poked with this stuff. So if this does happen, they're kind of fun to play with. But if it does happen, you could easily remelt this back into your glass. But remember, you don't ever want to pull a stringer so thin like you see here. Here's it melting back in. It kind of just like instantly balls right back up once you put it in the fire. Glass does not like to be pulled that thin, so it just gathers right back up on itself. As a bonus, we're going to learn how to flame cut tubing as well. Tubing is a little bit different to work with than rod is. For one, it's hollow in the middle, and you need to maintain that hollowness if you are using tubing. So we're going to heat up where we want to cut, and once that glass starts to droop, we're going to go ahead and pull that away. Same thing like we did with the rod. We're going to keep it in the flame until the two pieces separate, and that piece I'm going to use for a scrap project. And when you do rod, usually you have like a big blob left on the end, like you see here. So I'm going to tweeze that off. And I'm just grabbing and pulling a little bit out. So this is another way to do a flame cut where you want to grab that and pull that glass all the way to the end. So I just tweezed it, grabbed it, and pull. And you can see how that was done. While I'm doing another demo, let me tell this video's dad joke, which is, what's blue and not very heavy? And the answer is light blue. Thanks so much for checking out this glass blowing video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And while you're here, why don't you check out another one of our awesome glass blowing videos.